Hello everybody, welcome back to Aussie Starcraft for this best of 5 series between our blue Zerg in the bottom left hand corner, aussiestarcraftreplays, taking on Team Dignitas Tefel in the top right as our green Zerg. So this is game 4 in a best of 5 series. aussiestarcraftreplays currently leading 2-1. So will this be it for Tefel, or will he be able to stage a comeback and tie this series? Find out in game number 4. If you haven't seen games 1 to 3, go ahead and check them out. They're here on the channel. Links are in the videos, and they're in the playlist there together. So go ahead and check those out. We'll bring up that production tab, keep an eye on things. Oh, looks like Bly going for an extractor there. Costs a couple of minerals, but lets them knock out just a little bit of extra supply. You'll notice they're both 11 of 10. I'll throw out that Overlord, and that'll allow him to be producing drones non-stop. So both players choosing to go for that little trick, and fairly standard openings from both these players. We'll see if they go to mirror the play of the recent games, or whether we'll see them mix it up a little bit. We have Tefel electing to go for a spawning pool first. It nearly worked for him last game, but Bly able to use that extra few seconds to his advantage in game number 2. I think to make the best use out of the spawning pool first, the quick gas that Bly got in that game number 2 made a real difference. There was quite a phenomenal window between the two players and their Zergling speed upgrade. So I think it was quite important to sort of pair those two together to make best use of it. But you know, Zerglings on their own aren't bad, but Speedlings are even better. Bly choosing to throw down his expansion a bit ahead of Tefel, but Tefel's spawning pool finishing up now. So we'll see if he produces any Zerglings or just uses that to go for his queen for the time being. Tefel now throwing down his extractor, so funnily enough, it looks like Bly might even start his Zergling speed ahead of Tefel at this rate, given that he's been mining gas for a little while now. Already has half the gas required for that upgrade. Bly showing us some quite neat timings, ensuring that he should get 100 gas or within 5 or 10 seconds after that completes. So I have his Zergling speed going down now. Tefel's still a ways away from being able to start that upgrade, so there'll be quite a window of opportunity that Bly can exploit going forward. So we'll see if he can repeat his successes of game 2 with this quite quick Zergling speed timing. So be interesting to see what happens. I'm actually curious to see what happens in a longer macro style between these two players, because from the games we've seen so far, it looks like Bly really excels himself in the Zergling Baneling stage of the game, but in the game 1 where we did see it go into the mid and late game, we saw that Tefel had quite a defined advantage. So we'll see if that's the case here again in game number 4, or whether Bly will be able to seal out the game early on as he has in games 2 and 3. Baneling Nest now on the way for Bly. Is quite popular for Bly to go for this quite quickly. Tefel on the other hand choosing to try and save that gas and put it towards his eventual Mutalisks. We do have a Spine Crawler going down here. Now this is similar to what Tefel did in game 1. In game 2 and 3 we didn't see a whole lot of static defense out of either of these players, and I can't help but feel it potentially made the difference for Tefel in those games. Driving his Overlord away, trying to prevent it seeing this pack of Zerglings move out, but Tefel would have seen those well and truly run out. Throwing down a Baneling Nest of his own. He's got one Spine Crawler up already, and he'll try and protect that with his workers here, I would think. Yep, using the workers just to fend those Zerglings back. Baneling's being morphed now, so Tefel's going to have to be careful to ensure those don't make it through into the mineral line. Zergling speed finished now for both our players. Baneling's now moving up the ramp. If Bly wastes these, I hope for Bly's sake that he tries to get them into the mineral line. Oh, they're going to be some decent connections. We have 4 workers going down there. Oh, can this Baneling get another one? Only 5 kills. So close to mopping up some extra Zerglings. Just out of range of this Spine Crawler. Oh, Zergling's holding position in range of the Spine Crawler. Spine Crawler able to pick off 1 or 2 of those. We have 4 kills on the Spine Crawler now. Oh, 5, 6, These spine crawlers are starting to pay for themselves now. More Zerglings on the way from Tefel. Oh, Baneling morphing in the main base. Really got to watch out for this. Looks like these last few Zerglings will get clean. Oh, 7 kills on the spine crawler. I love that attack animation, the big like headbutt motion from the spine crawler. We have Zerglings back and forward in the middle of the map. More Banelings being morphed in for Bly, but these ones potentially defensive Banelings sitting on Bly's natural expansion. If we check out the income tab, we have Tefel at a defiant advantage, 32 to 21. So Tefel managing to hold off that attack and do quite admirably. Oh, Tefel throwing down his extra assimilators now, and Layer is on the way. So I think we're going to see Tefel transition into, I would have to say, Mutalisk, 2-base Mutalisk with this gas timing, going for these gas quite quickly. We did see him use the muters to great effect in game 1, so I have a distinct feeling we'll be seeing those again in this game. And Bly with his worker disadvantage is going to be long behind in the Mutalisk game. Still no Lair on the way, and no gas mining. So having to defend against muters with a gasless defense is going to require quite a few spore crawlers. So I feel we may see the map control go to Tefel before too long. Tefel choosing to morph in a few defensive Banelings. I'm surprised we haven't seen these players utilise a little bit more burrow play. Burrow making the Banelings even more effective. You can hide them and explode them as the Zerglings run over the top, or even unburrow them in the middle of the enemy army. It's always a fun trick for maximum damage. But surprisingly, neither of these players electing to go for burrow. So Bly carrying on with this. Now he's up to 2 gases, so I think we may see him go for his lair before too long. But unfortunately for Bly, Tefel's already got his spire underway. It's almost half finished wherever that is down in his natural base. The spire's only about 30 seconds away. So base number 3 coming up, and there's very much a repeat of game number 1. Tefel managing to get 3 bases up, mining gas. Overlord's pooping creep down here is going to allow these spine crawlers to move into a very defensive position. Big force swinging in here from Bly. Baneling sneaking up the ramp, but can these... Oh, that was a nice connection on that Baneling. Took out a massive group of Zerglings. These drones trying to split as best they can. Oh, workers going down left, right and centre. Oh, that's quite a lot of workers. 15 workers now going down. Is Tefel going to be able to defend this? We have last Baneling getting picked off there. Quite a few workers going down. 15 workers down, but we see that Tefel still has a distinct advantage. 50 harvesters to 31. Bly just not able to do the damage with this aggression that he'd want to do. First Mutalisk now on the way for Tefel, and I can't help but feel that's going to put Bly distinctly on the back foot. These Zergling, Baneling attempts to move out are going to get picked off in the middle of the map quite quickly. More and more workers going down for Tefel. 20 workers have been killed now. No real counterattacks made by Tefel to date, but Tefel just, in spite of this aggression, trying to drone up quite hard. Got his 3rd base on the way now, and Bly is aware of this base, but unable to really do a whole lot about it as of this point. Tefel just making sure to mine as much gas as he can to try and mass produce these Mutalisks. Going to pick off a few Overlords here and there. There'll be nice pickups for Tefel. Tefel needing to use the Mutalisk to try and defend against these Zerglings, and they will do a great job of cleaning these Zerglings up. Zerglings, of course, unable to shoot air. It's pretty much a turkey shoot or a Zergling shoot. Just going down left, right and centre. We'll see what Bly is able to do, but Bly's lair is just so far behind, and still mining gas on 2 geysers as opposed to the potential 6 geysers of Tefel. So if we check out the income tab, yeah, it's dropped down to 32 to 26. So not as bad as it has been previously, with Tefel having a 20 or so worker advantage. Really getting in here and doing damage with these Zerglings. We have 48 workers have now gone down, but the Mutalisks are out on the map. the real question is, what is Tefel going to do with these, and how's he going to use them to his advantage? He should be able to clean up these Zerglings nice and easily, which will allow Tefel to really sort of drone up again behind it. Though so many workers have gone down. 53 workers have been killed from Tefel. Now Bly's actually managed to spit out a wave of drones and take a drone advantage there, so Bly starting to try and catch up, but still only on 2 base, only mining, well, now mining on 3 geysers, but being forced to go for an infestation pit. Unfortunately, he knows he's way too far behind on the Mutalisk in the Mutalisk game. He needs a fungal growth or 2 to be able to try and deal with these Mutalisks. Throwing up a few spore crawlers for defense as best he can. Pathogen glands now on the way to give those infestors enough energy to fungal right out of the gate. Tefel's able to drone up quite fearlessly behind this. Got map control back, going to be able to pick off these overlords, leaving Bly very blind on the map. Have to give the edge to Tefel at this point. Got a great deal of map vision and map control now. Bly being forced to defend with all these static spine crawls. Tefel flying straight in here probably isn't the best use of these mutas, losing 2 of them straight away. So that spine crawlers just do so much damage against Mutalisks. A few Zerglings there getting picked off. This Muta cloud continuing to try and make its way around. Unfortunately, a big gaping hole at the back of the expansion is going to allow Tefel to start to pick off some workers. Can he kill these banelings to leave this base exposed? Oh, the spore crawler is going to pick off another one. Oh, 2 mutas going down there, a 3rd almost going down. Though Tefel now mining quite hard, has some evolution chambers and a roach warren on the way. And how are we going in the income tower? We've got yeah, it's back to a distinct advantage for Tefel. Tefel being able to just drone up safely behind this Mutalisk harass. We have +1 attack and +1 missile attack, sorry, and +1 carapace on the way for ground. So we may actually see a tech switch out of these mutas into roaches for Tefel, and indeed 10 now on the way. So it seems like Tefel isn't going to continue to push these Mutalisks, instead choosing to tech switch into mass roaches at this point. Speed upgrade on the way as well. So we'll see what these infestors of Bly's can do. 6 of them moving out across the map. They are burrowed, so they are going to actually be able to sneak in. No real detection on the field to speak of for Tefel, so we'll see what Bly can pull off with these infestors. Will it be infested Terrans, or will we see some fungal growths? Sort of hard to tell. Oh, he's timing them. Got infestors moving into both expansions. Oh, there's going to be a stack of infested Terrans thrown out into both mineral lines. He's going to pop quite quickly. Tefel choosing to pull his drones in 2 of those locations. A well-coordinated attack. We have infested Terrans in 3 of the bases, but there is just so many roaches on the field. We have 24 roaches already on the field. These are going to be able to clean up the infested Terrans. If we look at the worker killed count, there's 83 workers killed by Bly, but still unable to sort of get the edge that he needs in this game. It is still 2 base to 3 base with whatever drones are actually left. Only 24. Bly now with an edge, but Bly no real answer to these 28 roaches that are now moving out across the field. So spine crawlers being thrown down as best Bly can, but the massive roach sledgehammer is moving in, and will it be able to connect with Bly? We'll see in just a minute. These infestors are going to just continue to prove a nuisance, forcing Bly to try and win the game with what he has out. Infested Terran's going to pick off a queen. Now that's a great pickup for Bly. Needs a few more of those to really get in and stay in this game. Have we seen any detection as of yet out of Bly? I really don't think that we have. So these infestors are free to continue harassing as best they can. Zerglings trying to make their way into the natural, but getting picked off by these speed roaches. We're up to 33 roaches in production. We have chitinous plating on the way for Bly, so we're going to try and counter these roaches with some ultralisks. And we'll see how that goes, but I don't know if 2 ultralisks is going to be quite enough. If he can get the perfect engagement on the ramp with some fungals on the ultralist, maybe he'll be able to get the edge that he needs in this fight. But two base to three base. It just leaves him at such a disadvantage. Bly starting to try and creep out. Wants to really be able to try and get the optimal engagement that he can. Try and inch this creep and static defense up to the third base. He wants to be able to defend this and get his third base going. Still a few infestors. This infestor's an assassin. 16 kills he's managed to sneak out, little by little, as he's surprised Tefel with those sneaky infested Terrans. He's managed to hide infestors all over the map. We have an infestor in every expansion, just waiting to throw out infested Terran at a chemo. But Tefel finally getting the overseer he needs to clean these out, and is going to pick up the last infestor possibly. Can he see that infestor? Whoa, this infestor's skirting death, but no, Mutalisk picks him off, and he goes down in a shower of gore. He's managed to clean up all but one of the infestors. Oh no. Oh, Tefel with a few infestors of his own. Last infestor of Bly going down. 7 more at home with a few Ultralisks. 2 Ultralisks in fact on the field. The static defense now starting to really protect this third base. If he can just close out this last little edge, you'll be able to get that third expansion nice and protected. We look at the production tab. Still a few more infestors coming out of Bly. The Roach Sledgehammer starting to swing in. A few Mutas trying to make their presence felt, but this amount of Queens and even a Spine Crawler can... Oh, Muta's getting picked up. Nice fungal there. Bly's going to chain these fungals and kill all the Mutas off. These Ultras got to get in on the action. Can he fungal some of these Roaches? Get the Ultralisk going down. Unfortunately, it is 1-0 upgrades, and Bly and Tefel can now just pull back away from these infested Terrans. Once these infested time out, there's almost nothing left to defend for Bly. We have 4 Ultralisks on the way, but can they get here in time? Infested Terrans only have 5 seconds left. Tefel's going to be able to swing back in here like a sledgehammer. Swedgehammer, that's good English. Tefel's going to clean up these creep tumors. There's almost nothing left to defend. We need the Ultralisks, and we need them now. The massive Roach Concave moving up the hill, able to pick off another infestor. We need those Ultralisks. Where are they going to pop? They're going to pop in the natural. Can he save his third base in time? There's just so many Roaches here. We have 60 Roaches from Tefel, just obviously planning to just bludgeon Bly to death with Roaches. Massive amount of Roaches picking off that Ultralisk. There's just so many Roaches here. Roaches with, oh no burrow, but speed Roaches. These are just going to be able to pick off, and no amount of fungals is going to clean up this amount of Roaches. They're just too durable. Going to kite the Ultralisks a little bit, and then Bly forced to GG out of that game. It's proving that when Mutalisks fail, just go subtle like a sledgehammer and mass produce Roaches. So Tefel able to take Bly by surprise with that first force of Roaches, and able to bludgeon his way to victory. So 2-2 in this series. Tefel managing to equalise it here in game 4. So it's into game number 5 for the decider. Winner of game number 5 will take £300 home and have the opportunity to face off against our new challenger in the next series for the title King of the Hill. So tune in for game number 5 here on Aussie StarCraft. Find out whether Bly will be able to knock Tefel off his perch as King of the Hill and continue on against our new challenger, or whether Tefel will continue and win his 3rd series straight. Catch it here on Aussie StarCraft. Thanks guys, have a great night.